Ladies. We are here tonight on this. How's everybody doing tonight on this show, ladies and gentlemen? Tonight we are here to talk about what should the Philadelphia Eagles do with Carson Wentz, ladies and gentlemen? What the hell should they do? Obviously, he's playing like shit. He seems to. I don't know what the hell has happened. He seems he's having a lot of mechanic problems with his feet, his throwing motion. You're basically gonna have to start all over for him. Gonna have to rebuild his confidence, his mechanics. It's basically like getting a rookie once again. Yeah, I don't even think he was this bad as a rookie. I think even a guy like Justin Herbert or Joe Burrow are probably at this moment more developed right now, at least mechanically, than Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is a mess. Whoever the hell has him next year, whether it's the Philadelphia Eagles or a different team, they're going to have to rebuild the guy's confidence and work a lot with his mechanics. So what the hell should the Philadelphia Eagles do? Should they be the team to try to do it one more year with him? I think if they release him, it's a $60 million cap hit. I think if they trade him, it's a $34 cap hit. Now, if they wait until 2022 to release him, I believe it's only a $23 million cap hit. So they have some options, What Jalen Hurts look like? We'll see how Jalen Hurts looks like these next 4 weeks before the season ends. We'll see if he can have some type of future in the NFL or not. Kyler Murray looks good. Baker Mayfield looks bad, but now he looks starting to good look, and that's what I want to get at. I want to talk about guys like Baker Mayfield, Josh Allen, guys that weren't supposed to be very high in this draft, and or when they came out of the draft, and now they turned into very good quarterbacks. I think coaching really matters, and that's where I scratch my ass, and I don't even have handroids with Carson Wentz because he was pretty good his first 2 years. Especially second year with offensive coordinator Frank Reich, who's now the head coach in Indianapolis. And ever since he's gone, Carson has taken step back year after year after year until this year he just fell flat on his face and had to lose his job. And so you have to wonder is Doug Peterson, is he just not a good coach in this whole time? It was all Frank Reich. And Doug Peterson's a terrible coach. And do you dare fire your Super Bowl winning coach from just 2 years ago and go get a better coach, maybe a younger offensive-minded coach that can be a much better coach to Carson Wentz? I don't know, man. I don't know if is it possible Doug Peterson is that bad that he literally cannot, you have to fire him? That would be terrible, man. Oh, my Lord. Jesus Christ, coaching matters, ladies and gentlemen, and the NFL especially. And I'm looking at Baker Mayfield. First 2 years, huge. Who the fuck is texting me? Jesus Christ. I'm looking at Baker Mayfield. First 2 years, shitty ass coaches. Hugh Jackson, Freddie Kitchens, Greg Williams was there for a while too. And now he finally has a good coach, and Steven Safkowski, and look how good he's playing. He knows how to use them, which he knows he's not an elite top 10 quarterback, but he can be a game manager. And they're running the football, playing defense, and they're just telling him, don't turn the football over. And he hasn't turned an interception in about a month. He's kind of using him like the way he used Case Keenum that 1 year when they made it to the NFC Championship game. The same thing he's using with Baker Mayfield. He knows he's limited. He's using them. Run the football, play defense, Baker Mayfield. If we need a play, make a play. But we're not asking you to make 10 plays a game, only maybe 2 or 3 a game. They're taking a lot out of his plate. And I think that's excellent coaching by the coach, Kevin Safkowski, knowing what the hell he has. Same thing in Buffalo with Josh Allen. Same thing. They done a good. Every year he's gotten better. Man. Same thing. They were running the football, playing defense, running the football, playing defense, running the football, playing defense. And every year, the last 2 especially, they let them lose. They're starting to trust them. They're putting him more responsibilities to make plays with not only with his arm and even his legs. And so I'm like, coaching matters. Look at Sam Darnold with Adam Gass. Adam Gass, man, looking higher than a draft pussy in his debut press conference. What's his name? The guy that nobody gave a chance to coming out of UCLA, Josh Rosen. He was drafted by coach what's his name? Wicks, who was a defensive coordinator. Ended up getting fired after year 1 in Arizona. So terrible coaching. Then in Arizona, and in Miami, he goes to Miami. And nobody really gave him a chance in Miami. And now I believe he's in Tampa Bay. He at least has a good offensive-minded coach now, and Bruce Arians. But they got Tom Brady over there. But you see these guys, they go into terrible coaching situations, then they fail. Like Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield the first few years, and Josh Rosen didn't even get a chance to because he got drafted by a defensive-minded coach. I keep saying it. These young quarterbacks. They got, if you're going to draft a quarterback, you probably have to hire an offensive coach. It just seems the only one that seems to really work, and they must have a very good offensive-minded offensive coordinator is in Buffalo, because obviously Sean McDermott's a defensive-minded coach. But outside of that, like look at the Cleveland, Baker Mayfield, offensive-minded coach. What's his name? No, Joe Barrow, Zach Taylor, to me, he's not that good, but at least he's an offensive-minded coach. Sean McVay, Jared Goff, look how bad he was with defensive-minded Jeff Fisher, and look how good he's become an offensive-minded Sean McVay. Kyle Shanahan, Jimmy Garoppolo, Tommy, it's not that good, but he's been a good. So I don't know what the hell they do with Carson Wentz, but I don't know. I don't know if you fired Doug Peterson, man. I really don't know. But coaching does matter, and the coaching, there's a reason Carson Wentz has taken a step back these last 3 years. And don't be surprised if Carson Wentz goes to the right situation, especially in Indianapolis, with Frank Reich, and he starts turning it around again. Because all of a sudden he's going to have good coaching. Baker Mayfield sucked, got good coaching, now he's good. Or at least he's, they know how to use him now, so he's at least average. So don't be surprised if Carson Wentz leaves Philadelphia, goes to Indianapolis, and becomes at least an average quarterback. Why? Because he's going to have a good coach and Frank Reich. Doug Peterson, Dougie P. Are you about shit or full of shit? You got to coach this guy. You got to get him out of his funk. If you get the chance to next year. Otherwise, I'm looking at because if Carson Wentz goes to Indianapolis, somewhere else, and starts becoming a better quarterback, everybody's going to say Doug Peterson's a moron. And it was all Frank Reich. So Doug Peterson's got some pressure, Tammy, here of saying, hey, let's keep Carson Wentz, turn him around. Because otherwise, like if Carson Wentz goes to a different team and he starts playing better, Doug Peterson's going to look like a moron. But we'll see what happens. I think they're going to end up trading him. I don't think they're going to fire Doug Peterson. He just won a Super Bowl 3 years ago. I think they're going to end up trading him, take the $34 million cap hit, and move on with Jalen Hurts. That's what I think is going to happen. We'll see what the hell happens. I just don't see how they can come back next year. I think Carson Wentz is probably pissed off at Doug Peterson because by benching him, he lost his confidence in him. So, I don't know. I think that bridge might be burned between Carson Wentz and Doug Peterson. One of them's got to go, and I'm going to say Carson Wentz is the one that goes. But we'll see what happens because Nick Foles, I mean, you got to give him credit. When Frank Reich left in the next year in 2018, Doug Peterson did coach the team with Nick Foles to a playoff appearance. So he did prove in 2018 without Frank Reich, he could coach Nick Foles into a playoff appearance, and then he even won a game in Chicago and then lost a close one to the Saints. So he does that. He does have on his resume that in 2018 without Frank Reich, he did take the team to the with Nick Foles as a starting quarterback, took the Eagles to the playoffs. But we'll see what happens. So next time I'm on like a light.